Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, oh my goodness, restarting. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I wanted to build on something which we built yesterday. Stripe subscriptions using Next.js 13 is what we did yesterday. I wanted to add an onboarding email kind of thing using React email and Resend inside that application today. Once the person subscribes to a particular plan, they get an email about it. So, for a recap, for people who don't know what we built yesterday, let me just get this camera angle right. I hope the lighting is better today. I added a lamp over here. Yep. Anyways, so for people who don't know what we built yesterday, you can go and check out the link in the description for the video yesterday, or click on the top left corner over here and see that video. It's an amazing video on Stripe subscriptions and how to use Stripe webhooks inside Next.js 13. But a broad overview, it was just a basic billings app. It had 4 plans using kind of the base plans for Netflix. So you can subscribe to one of them, and once you've subscribed, it will show the plan you've subscribed to and when it renews, etc. And you can manage the subscription, etc. Now, let me try. No, not this. Let me just go to Prisma Studio and remove these just to show you how it looks if you haven't subscribed to anything. So say you haven't subscribed to any plan and you subscribe to the premium plan. Put in the demo credentials. So once it's done, you will go back to this page and see that the plan has been updated to the premium plan and it renews exactly 1 month from now, right? So this is the app which we built yesterday. Now what I want to do is the person should basically get an email uh, inside their say inside their inbox about on getting onboarded into that. So I just cut this off and got this up. So I built something using Resend a couple days ago for Starmorph AI, an onboarding email basically when the person signs up to Starmorph, okay, starmorph.com. They will get an email inside their inbox about, well, hi, first name, welcome, and then the chatbots. And it was so amazing to get this up and running. First of all, shout out to Starmorph AI. Go check it out. It has amazing AI chatbots if you want to use them. Second, Resend is so amazing. It got me up and running in literally no time. 5 minutes or max 15 to 20 minutes. I got this up and running. So I literally had no preparation for this video, and I thought, why not build it from scratch over here without any preparation, just to show you guys how easy it is. All right. So to start off with, let me get yesterday's code base up. Let me zoom in. All right. So for a recap, once the person subscribes, they hit this webhook. If I just go here, control Q. Let me just, sorry about that. See, this basically, this is the API which we're hitting, API webhooks type. This webhook endpoint is hit every time a person subscribes basically, and checkout.session.completed is the one, yeah, is the one which people hit on a new subscription basically. So basically what we want to do is, once this user has been updated, we send an email to this user about the changes. All right. So over here, do I get the subscription email? Let's check this out. User, customer, ID of the customer. That's what I'm getting here. I don't think. What does this return? Yeah, it does return the email as well, does it? User.email. Yeah, okay. So what I can do is, once I get back this user, updated user over here, I can send an email to user.email, which is basically the email of the user, right? So To start off with, what we can do is just set up Resend and React email first of all. So for that, let's go to react.email. For people who don't know what React email is, it's basically a very good API to create emails using React. The advantage of it is, one, you can use React to create your email. Second, it is very compatible, because if you see the examples for a second, if I say open this one, this is what I wanted to use as a template for the onboarding on our subscription page. But if I look at the source, this is basically everything using React. It has props which are being passed into, etc. And this is using Tailwind for its classes as well. You can do that, or you can use your own CSS. But when it gets compiled, see what happens. It gets compiled to HTML where it uses tables, TRs, TDs, etc. So most email clients are actually compatible with tables. So it just makes it very compatible with most of the email clients out there, and also it also can send plain text if an email client does is not compatible with HTML in general. So you don't need to manage any of this, and React email will do that under the hood. So I want to use this basically. Let me go over here. Oh, I opened that again. Let me close that. For the Let me go to getting started, and let's go over here. It's at PN email. That's an amazing package name. Actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. What this basically does, it creates a folder with the React email starter. I do not want to do that. Did it do something? Yeah, that's fine. Uh, let's do a manual setup. What I want to do is install this mainly. We will install all these packages in a second, but let's get that first up and running. This can be a little bit of a hassle because you need to install all the dependencies separately, but okay, that's fine for now. What I'm going to do is, inside the app folder, I'm going to have a components. Oh, I already have a components folder. Inside the components folder, I'm going to create a folder called emails and say subscribed.tsx. All right. So basically what you can do is you can actually preview the emails which you're creating over here. I'll show how to do that in a second. See this dev command. So email dev basically by default looks at the dot email or dot emails folder inside your base, but you can change the base directory using which it is being done. We'll do that in a second, but before that, let's get our basic this one up. I'll just copy this template. Let's go to emails. Oh, sorry, I've already created that, and let's paste that in. So I want all these. I will have to change this because the way this works has changed now. I need to import these separately. Body. So I just paused and added all this separately, and I've written this command down, which I'll add that in the description if you want to copy and paste this. But just get that added. I hope I didn't make a typo anywhere. Okay, that worked. Okay, so we're done with that, and if I just restart my language server, this should work immediately. Having a issue with my phone, just keeps falling down again and again. Okay, so I'm done with that, and I've gotten these over here. I actually want to change a few things over here. I don't need the user image. You know what? Let's keep the user image. We'll keep the user first name. All right, and we'll keep the subscribed to plan. So let's change this to subscribed email props. You might want to take a look at this, change this if you want. For now, I will get this working with actually, I don't need this anywhere, do I? I don't need this. I'll have, do we username, let me think. Yeah, this is not needed. User image is basically needed. User image, do I have a default one? Yeah, let's keep the base URL then. Localhost 3000 base URL, and let's go logo.png as the base, I guess. It's inside my public folder. Yeah, logo.png. Let's remove all this for now. Let's go subscribed, email props, and what else do I need over here? Okay, let's change this to user. Image is done. User first name. Let's set a default to say Pavan, and subscribed to plan by default, let's say basic. This is just to work with the preview because it doesn't know the default ones over there. So say subscribed to plan, subscribed to plan. So this preview is basically the preview text which the people see at just before opening the email, just outside. So you just keep it as short as possible and conveying the message so that people can easily view it. I obviously want this. Let's make that logo.png like that. I guess that works for me too. Okay. Let's make this subscribed to plan on subscriptions. Let's go hello user first name. Let's see how this was looking over here. Desktop. I mean, I'm not doing a lot of work over here, just a basic thing just to get this working. Congrats on subscribing to the subscribe to plan on subscriptions. You can look at more of this. So basically, just to give you a broad overview, the components which are available over here, you can have all these things. You can have a container, you can have a column, you can have a font, heading, HR, image, link, markdown, preview. Preview is the one I explained. Tailwind for the Tailwind classes. Another interesting thing is how you can have columns over here. I actually use this over here inside the onboarding email. Over here, you can see how this is being used. These are basically 3 columns inside a particular section. So it just assigns those grids directly. And there's one missing over here. You can use a row as well, which is basically there in the example over here. One, you can basically combine rows and columns to make a grid as per your liking. So basically, if I look at the one over here, if I see this row, where's the example? So yeah, this one they were using a row for this. These are 3 columns basically, and this is right aligned, this is left aligned, and this is center aligned for this to look the way it is looking. Alright, but we don't need this over here. I can actually remove the image as well. And we don't need all these sections. I'm just adding a basic thing over here just to give you guys an idea of how this is working. You can look at more about this later, but say I just add a copyright. So how do we do that? F word. Let me just get this from here. Just copy this. Something like this, I guess. Light code 247. And you know what? Since we're using React, just go new date dot get full year. And that should work. Yeah, we don't need these two. You can add buttons, you can add links, you can add a row, all these things as per your need. So that is it for the template which we were using. Let's rename this to subscribed email props. Sorry, subscribed email. Okay, so that is done. Now for the email preview, let's go to the package.json and let's see, let's add a email preview. So email dev, I forgot the this thing. See the not here. That was recent doing this thing. Let's go to the CLI, go down and look at the directory, right? So you go dash dash directory. You can go dot slash src slash components slash emails and dash port. Okay, dash port to be 3001. Alright, so let me just make sure that model not found syntax. Oh, did I make a mistake here? Seems to be fine. Oh, for some reason my port went away. But that should work now. Let me just go down here, add one more. PNPM email preview, and that should work. Okay, it is generating the email previews. Okay, so once you're done compiling all that, you will open localhost 3001, open this and click on this subscribed over here, and this is what you will see. And it looks amazing in my opinion. Let's actually, the only difference I want to make over here is, we go over here. Let me make this a square one, and that should be fine. And that will become square. Now this is the basic template which I'm using. You can customize it to your liking, use the column, use the container, use row, whatever thing you want, and this is what you will see in the end. See that it changed to square. So to get this, now we have a basic email template working. We can pass in the props as needed, and what we will do is use resend now to send the email. Now create an account on resend, log in, and you will see this page without any email having been sent. Go to the API key section and generate an API key, and then copy and paste the API key inside your .env using a resend underscore API underscore key. All right, something like not there. Process .env.resend underscore API underscore key. Do that. I already added that just before this video. But basically what I want to do now is, you will see a example over here on how to do this. But if you want more reference, go to the react.email docs and go, scroll down over here and click on resend. Now the thing is, Resend was built by the same team that created React Email. Therefore, it is recommended to use Resend, and it is amazing because it can have tracking. It can do all those sort of things. For people who don't know how, what this is, just go over here, click down, click on home page. Basically, email for developers, and Somehow the spam folder thing is very good over here because I've used node mailer before and sender before, and known mailer at least has a tendency to go to spam and becomes very annoying at one point. So this is very good. It has amazing Next.js integration, Remix integration, Nuxt, Express, Node.js, whichever one you want, and it has good statistics. It can have link tracking, and all those things. You have, and you can use your own domain over here as well. I actually added my domain to this, but they are still to verify it. I've also sent them an email, and hopefully it will be done by tomorrow so that I can get this hosted. But till that, I will not have this hosted in my stripe-demo.livecode247.com domain. But till then, what we want to do is, let's copy this, right, and go back and add Resend. Just look at how easy this will be, all right? We already have this template. This is the email.jsx. We have that as tsx. Once this is done, what we want to do over here inside the webhook is right over here. Before this, let's at the top instantiate Resend. 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 Let's get that imported. Something is causing a RAM issue, but okay, let's go process.env.resend underscore API underscore key. Make sure you have added your API key properly over here. What's the issue? Type of resend is not callable. That is weird. Oh, it's a class, sorry. I need to instantiate it. Okay, now what we want to do is just after this, just do const email is equal to await resend dot send email. This will return a promise. If you see over here, it takes a few things. One is the from. For testing, you can add on say onboarding or subscriptions at resend.dev, but make sure that you change this to whatever thing you're using later, whatever domain you're using, because else it won't work. Let's just go to the docs. I'm not sure if it was resend.dev or something else. Let's see this. Yeah, it is using that, and you can use the common email for form from format. Say change this to like 247, and then send this over here in greater than and less than sign. A triangular uh, brackets. I'm not sure what they're called, but wrap those inside that. That means the email ID would be used to be this, but it will send the show the from to be from like 247 24/7. Yep. And the two is basically a list of emails. So we want user.email inside this. Let's get that to be that. And the subject would be subscription successful. All right. And what do we want as a React? We send the template. So we will subscribed email, and we need to pass in all the things which are needed. Subscribe to plan would be, okay, we haven't got the plan over here. Let's go. Plan is equal to store subscription plans dot find plan dot price type price ID is equal to subscription dot items dot data 0 dot price dot ID. All right, something like that is good. Subscribe to plan would be plan dot name, and user first name would be user dot name dot split space 0. Okay, I guess that works. Okay, So we're done with that. That should actually work by default. If I look at this, this basically gives a create email response. Um just look at the go-to definition for this. It gives a response of this, just gives an ID of the email if you ever want to use that. But since we don't, all I would do is basically wrap this inside a try catch. So because it's not that important of a deal that I throw an error and crash the whole page. Um, for now, let's just do console.error to be error as error dot message. That's actually it. And this should work now. Okay, let's give this a try now. What I want to do is go back to my website, not this one. Those 3000. Let's remove this over here. Let's refresh. Save the change. Go back. Refresh. Not subscribe to any plan. Let's see if this works. Go to sub. Wait, did I resend.dev? Resend.dev. This one last check. Yeah, that should be fine. Just use whatever you want over here. That is fine. Um, let's subscribe and see if this works. So we'll come back to this page and let's see if we've gotten an email. I think I have. That works. Okay. I just have an issue with the image, else otherwise this is working pretty cool. The image is, why is the image giving an issue? Let's see. Load image. Open image in new tab. That's weird. Inspect this, I guess. As far as I think the issue is that you can't send localhost images as such into this. That gives an issue with this. Yeah, that might be the issue because this is being hosted directly somewhere. So if you put a production domain over here, this will work. But otherwise, it is working amazingly well, and I'm very happy with this. Subscribe to premium is also working, and the um, name is also right. So that took me about half an hour, and that was with all the talking. So if you're just doing this on your own, it shouldn't take you more than 15 minutes. And that is how easy it is to get an email written with React, sent with Resend, up and running in literally no time. So that is it for this video. I will post this inside in stripe demo.livecode to 247.com when this starts, when they approve my domain. But till then, get try to get this up and running inside your own application. And if you have any issues, write it down in the comments, and hopefully I will get time to look over all those. So sorry for that. So that is it for this video, and for more such content, please like, share and subscribe, and keep watching. Goodbye.